Chosen one, what I'm about to tell you is not just a message, it's a divine warning. If you're watching this right now, it's no accident. God Himself has brought you here because something monumental is about to shift in your life. But hear this clearly. This is a lock-in or get locked out moment. Yes, you heard me. The season of waiting is over. The doors that have been closed, the prayers that have seemed unanswered, the dreams you've been holding on to, God is about to open them in ways you've never imagined. But there's a catch. You must align, you must focus, and you must act. Those who hesitate risk missing what God is ready to unleash. This is more than a mindset change. This is a spiritual awakening, an energetic alignment, and a divine setup that will move your life at lightning speed. Opportunities, breakthroughs, and blessings that have been on hold are now being released, and they are waiting for those who are ready to step into their destiny. Before we go deeper, do this. Hit that like button. Subscribe to help us reach 1,000 subscribers, and comment the number 77. This isn't just a ritual. This number is a signal to the universe, amplifying the energy of what God is about to do in your life. God chosen one, pay attention. God is calling you to lock in. Hesitate, and you risk being left behind. But if you stay with me until the end of this message, your life will never be the same. Doors will open, visions will manifest, and God's big one will land squarely in your hands. Now, take a deep breath, steady your spirit, and get ready, because what's coming is bigger than you've ever imagined. Let's dive in. God is speaking directly to you right now. The time has come where hesitation is no longer an option. This is not a moment to wait, to doubt, or to question your worthiness. The universe is aligning, angels are moving, and every fiber of your being has been prepared for this exact instant. God is calling you to lock in your faith, your focus, and your purpose, or risk being left behind. The warning is clear. This window will not remain open forever. Every distraction, every delay, every thought of unworthiness could cost you the breakthrough that has been destined for you. You have been trained, tested, and refined for this moment. Every challenge you have faced, every trial that shook your spirit, every disappointment that tried to make you give up, was a preparation for this divine encounter. God has meticulously laid the groundwork, crafting you with precision, shaping your character, your mind, and your spirit. Now it is your responsibility to step into alignment, to lock in your readiness, and embrace the role you were born to play. Understand this: God's call is urgent because this is a spiritual tipping point. Opportunities that once took years to manifest will now arrive suddenly. Blessings that seemed impossible are at your doorstep, but the choice is yours. Will you rise and seize it, or will you remain distracted and risk being locked out of the greatest chapter of your life? The clock is ticking, and God's plan is unstoppable. Only those who lock in will experience it fully. Prepare yourself, chosen one, because God's big one is not a small miracle. It is a transformation that will reshape your life on every level: spiritual, emotional, and physical. This is the breakthrough you have been praying for, longing for, and preparing for through years of silent devotion and persistent faith. It is bigger than any past victory you have witnessed or experienced. This is God's supreme movement designed to elevate you to new heights of influence, favor, and supernatural empowerment. Breakthroughs like this do not happen by chance. They arrive at divine timing, perfectly orchestrated by God's wisdom and grace. Imagine every locked door in your life suddenly swinging open, every obstacle dissolving instantly, and every resource you need aligning at your feet. That is what God is preparing for you. But it requires more than passive hope. It requires readiness. You must step into a space of complete faith and total surrender, because this moment will test your courage, your focus, and your willingness to act decisively. God's big one is a storm of blessings, opportunities, and spiritual activation. But it also demands that you move in alignment. Delay or distraction at this stage could cost you not just a blessing, but the entire trajectory of your destiny. The call is urgent. The preparation is thorough, and the moment is now. Open your heart, steel your mind, and get ready to receive what God has been meticulously preparing, because this is your turning point, and the world will witness your rise. You are not here by accident. Every trial, every season of waiting, every moment of doubt was a deliberate design of God to prepare you for this very season. The pain you endured was the refining fire shaping your strength. The tears you shed were seeds for your harvest. The lessons you learned were tools for the mighty work that God is about to do through you. God has not left a single stone unturned in preparing you for this monumental breakthrough. Consider the power of divine preparation. God is equipping you with unseen wisdom, spiritual intuition, and resilience that will allow you to navigate this breakthrough with clarity and authority. Your body, mind, and spirit are being aligned perfectly, creating harmony that will allow you to manifest what was once thought impossible. Every spiritual hormone, every surge of energy, every divine nudge you feel is part of God's meticulous design, orchestrated to make you unstoppable in this season. Now you must recognize your readiness. You are equipped. You are trained. You are anointed. God has made you ready. The question is, will you step forward and claim it? This is not a time to hesitate or to question your worthiness. It is a time to act, to trust, and to align with God's plan fully. Every doubt that whispers in your mind is an enemy trying to steal what God has ordained for you. Stand firm. You are chosen, and God has already prepared you for greatness right now. Nothing in life is more critical than this moment. Relationships, finances, career, even personal comfort, all these must take a back seat to the divine calling that is unfolding. God is orchestrating something so monumental that if you treat it casually, you risk missing it entirely. The breakthroughs, the spiritual activation, the favor, and the divine influence coming your way require your undivided attention and total dedication. Divine timing is not flexible. God operates on precision, and when He decides the time is right, nothing can prevent the manifestation of His plans. But you must recognize that timing is everything. Acting too early, waiting too long, or being distracted can nullify the impact of this moment. This is why God emphasizes urgency, to make you aware that your highest priority must be readiness, alignment, and action. Everything else is secondary. Every habit, every thought, every action must be filtered through the lens of your divine purpose. Do not allow worldly concerns to dilute your focus. Nothing is more important than being present, receptive and obedient to God's timing. When you elevate this calling above all else, you position yourself for a breakthrough so profound that it will redefine your life forever. God's timing is perfect and His action is immediate. When He moves, there is no warning. Miracles, opportunities, and breakthroughs arrive suddenly, like lightning in a clear sky. The world may try to predict or understand it, but God's ways are higher than our ways, and His strikes are deliberate, sudden, and transformative. You must be ready to respond instantly, because God's first strike is meant to position you ahead of the crowd, giving you favor and advantage that cannot be earned by human effort alone. The power of God's first strike is awe-inspiring. Imagine doors that were sealed for years, opening instantly. Resources you never thought possible falling into your hands, and people who once opposed you suddenly becoming allies. This is divine intervention in its purest form. Swift, powerful, and irreversible. But if you are distracted or unprepared, this strike may pass you by. God's favor does not linger for those who hesitate. It strikes decisively to reward the ready and humble heart. Your responsibility is simple, but urgent. Position yourself to receive God's first strike. Align your mind, purify your intentions, and free yourself from distractions. Do not waste a single moment, for God's power is active right now. Those who act with faith and focus will experience a divine acceleration that redefines their path, while those who delay risk missing the life-changing moment. God strikes first. Will you be ready? Prepare yourself, chosen one, for the awakening of spiritual power within you. This is not a gentle nudge. It is a flood of divine energy coursing through your mind, your heart, and your spirit. You will feel a strength and clarity that surpasses anything you have ever experienced. Your thoughts will sharpen, your intuition will heighten, and your soul will vibrate with the resonance of God's presence. This power is the beginning of your transformation, a direct infusion from the Creator Himself. Spiritual activation transforms every part of you. You will begin to perceive life differently, feel emotions more deeply yet more clearly, and navigate challenges with a wisdom that seems supernatural. The energy that God is releasing into your being will flow through your actions, decisions, and relationships, influencing situations in ways you never thought possible. Every step you take will carry divine momentum. You are being prepared to operate at a level where ordinary human effort cannot, and decisions of those around you. Imagine walking into a room and the energy changes. Where tension once existed, peace now prevails. Where opposition stood, cooperation emerges. Your words, your actions, and even your mere presence become catalysts for transformation. This influence is subtle yet unmistakable, powerful yet unseen by the unprepared. God is giving you authority not only to receive blessings, but to reshape your environment in alignment with His will. But with this power comes responsibility. Influence is only as strong as your integrity, focus, and alignment with God's purpose. Use it wisely, decisively, and with humility. Those who understand the weight of divine influence move with care, purpose, and strategic faith. Now is your moment to step into authority, to affect lives positively, and to wield this power to accelerate your breakthrough and that of others. God's favor extends beyond the spiritual realm into the tangible world. Resources, wealth, and opportunities will appear as if by magic. But this is no coincidence. This is divine alignment where the material realm bends to the prepared and faithful. The money you need, the tools required, and the people necessary to execute God's plan will arrive at precisely the right time, effortlessly and abundantly. Think of it as God placing everything you need at your feet. Doors open, debts are cleared, investments prosper, and opportunities arrive without strain. The breakthrough in your material reality is directly tied to your spiritual readiness. When your heart, mind, and spirit are aligned with God, scarcity becomes irrelevant and abundance flows naturally. You will witness situations that once took months or years to manifest, happening overnight without struggle or compromise. This is a call to action. Do not become complacent or distracted by the abundance God provides. Use it wisely, strategically, and in alignment with His purpose. Every resource is a tool, every blessing a responsibility. As the material world aligns with your readiness, your life transforms not only spiritually, but tangibly. God is proving that when you are prepared, nothing in heaven or earth can block your advancement. Distractions are the enemy of divine timing. During this critical moment, the world will attempt to pull you away with noise, temptation, and doubt. Every lie, every fear, and every delay is designed to prevent you from experiencing your breakthrough. God's window is narrow, and distractions peak at the very time when alignment and focus are most needed. You must guard your mind, heart, and spirit because hesitation now could cost you everything. Distractions come in many forms: relationships that drain you, habits that weaken your faith, and thoughts that cloud your purpose. These are not coincidences. They are tests of your readiness. God allows them to challenge your focus so that only those who are steadfast, disciplined, and vigilant can access the fullness of His plan. Your ability to recognize and resist distractions will determine whether you experience transformation or remain stagnant. The solution is clarity, discipline, and a relentless focus on God's instructions. Pray, meditate, and align your actions with divine guidance. Let nothing deter you from the moment that has been divinely prepared for you. The breakthrough is ready, but only for those who are unwavering. Guard your attention fiercely, because this is your moment and every second counts. God's blessings are powerful, but they are not passive gifts. They are catalysts for action. Now is the time to move with intentionality, strategy, and faith. Every step you take must be deliberate, rooted in God's guidance, and aligned with your divine purpose. Hesitation or reckless action could squander the opportunities that God is placing before you. Step carefully, yet boldly, because decisive action is the bridge between readiness and manifestation. Consider the story of those in history who received divine opportunity. They acted swiftly, faithfully, and intelligently. Their breakthroughs were not accidental. They were the result of readiness meeting opportunity. Similarly, your actions now will determine whether God's big one becomes a life-altering reality or passes you by. This is a moment that demands courage, wisdom, and unwavering focus. Acting decisively does not mean rushing. It means aligning your steps with divine timing, listening to God's guidance, and moving with confidence. Every small choice matters because in the orchestration of God's plan, precision creates breakthrough. The world may push you to hurry, doubt, or deviate, but stay steady. Act with purpose, step with authority, and embrace the responsibility that comes with divine favor. The time has come for you to seize this moment with all your heart, soul, and strength. God's big one is ready, waiting for your readiness, and it will not wait indefinitely. This is the ultimate invitation to step into your destiny, to embrace transformation, and to allow God's power to redefine every area of your life. Nothing in the past compares to what is about to unfold. The breakthrough, the favor, and the supernatural influence are yours for the taking, but only if you commit fully. Embrace the transformation that God is offering. Your spiritual power will awaken, your physical being will be revitalized, and your influence over people and circumstances will grow exponentially. Sudden blessings, opportunities, and divine favor will arrive in ways you cannot predict, but your readiness will allow you to harness them fully. This is the pinnacle of your preparation, the moment for which every trial and challenge has been preparing you. Remember, the choice is yours. Stand firm, act decisively, and lock in your faith. The world may distract, delay, or challenge you, but God's plan is unstoppable. Those who rise in readiness will witness miracles, experience breakthroughs, and receive blessings beyond imagination. Now is your time. Step into it. Lock in. The big one is here, and God is ready to move through you in ways that will change your life forever. God's first strike is swift, unexpected, and unstoppable. It is a sudden movement of power that transforms your reality in ways beyond human comprehension. This is not a gradual shift. It is immediate, decisive, and precise. When God strikes first, doors that were closed are thrown open. Opportunities appear out of nowhere, and the course of your life is altered in an instant. You must be ready, for this strike waits for no one. It honors only preparation and alignment. The first strike is a declaration of God's authority in your life. It is His way of saying that your breakthrough has arrived, and that resistance, doubt, or delay will no longer hinder the divine plan. People who once opposed or ignored you will witness the suddenness of His favor and marvel at the shift. This strike is not merely a blessing. It is a transformation in motion, setting the stage for everything that follows. Those who experience God's first strike report an overwhelming sense of clarity, peace, and unstoppable momentum. The timing may seem impossible. The resources may appear too little. Yet everything aligns perfectly because God moves where humans cannot. It is a demonstration of divine orchestration, and your role is to step fully into it with courage, readiness, and unwavering faith. The key is responsiveness. Hesitation at this moment can lead to missed opportunity. Recognize the strike, acknowledge it, and act decisively. When God intervenes first, the path to victory, prosperity, and spiritual elevation becomes clear. But it is your alignment and action that fully unlocks its potential. The surge of spiritual power is like an unstoppable wave flooding through every fiber of your being. You will feel an awakening deep within your soul, an energy that sharpens your mind, intensifies your intuition, and heightens your spiritual senses. This is not mere inspiration. It is a tangible infusion of God's divine force designed to propel you into unprecedented realms of influence and purpose. This surge unlocks dormant abilities and gifts that have been waiting for the right season. You will begin to sense opportunities and threats before they appear. Your thoughts will synchronize with God's will, and your spiritual authority will radiate outward, impacting everything in your path. Ordinary challenges will feel manageable, and your faith will take on a new, unstoppable dimension. Energy unleashed in this way is transformative. It affects your relationships, decisions, and environment. As God's power courses through you, it energizes others around you, creating momentum that cannot be halted by circumstance or opposition. Every act, word, and thought becomes empowered with divine intention. To harness this surge, you must focus with unwavering clarity. Direct it toward God's purpose. Eliminate distractions and act boldly. This energy is a gift, but like all divine power, it demands responsibility, alignment, and action. When properly channeled, it transforms not only your life, but the lives of all who come into contact with you. Spiritual power is not confined to the unseen. It manifests physically. Your body becomes a vessel of divine energy, responding with strength, healing, and vitality that defy logic. Fatigue, weakness, and limitations are replaced by energy, resilience, and renewed vigor. This is spiritual power translating into tangible physical reality, aligning your body with your higher purpose. Your physical alignment is a reflection of the internal transformation taking place. Every cell, every organ, every nerve is being energized, creating a synergy between body, mind, and spirit. Activities that once drained you will become effortless. Endurance will multiply, and your health will flourish as the divine energy flows freely through your system. This alignment also strengthens your presence in the world. Others will notice a change in your energy, your aura, and your confidence. Opportunities will follow your newfound vigor, and challenges that once overwhelmed you will become stepping stones to further growth. Your body becomes a living testament to God's transformative power. Embrace the physical manifestation fully. Nourish your body. Honor the energy within you, and act in ways that reflect your spiritual alignment. As your physical and spiritual selves synchronize, you will become unstoppable, able to execute God's plan with effortless grace and power. Divine favor is unpredictable yet unstoppable. It arrives suddenly, often when least expected, and manifests in ways that radically change your life. Financial provision, relational breakthroughs, career acceleration, and spiritual breakthroughs all occur simultaneously, like a cascade of blessings tailored to your readiness and faith. God's favor is a force that cannot be ignored or blocked. The blessings of God's favor often appear as if by miracle. Doors open without effort. Resources fall into place, and opportunities present themselves exactly when you need them. What may appear impossible becomes effortless as God aligns circumstances, people, and situations to bring your destiny to fruition. This favor does not rely on human planning. It is pure divine orchestration. Favor also shields you from harm and redirects situations to your benefit. Challenges that might have overwhelmed you are softened. Opposition is neutralized, and opportunities are magnified. This sudden activation of favor is designed to position you at the forefront of God's plan, giving you advantage where others remain stagnant. To fully embrace divine favor, readiness is essential. Align your actions, decisions, and intentions with God's will. Stay vigilant and trust in His timing. The blessings are active now, but only those who respond with faith, courage, and obedience will experience their full magnitude. Act decisively, for God's favor is both gift and assignment. Spiritual discernment allows you to perceive reality through God's eyes. You will begin to see beyond appearances, hear the truth hidden in conversations, and recognize opportunities and threats before they manifest. This clarity is essential during this period of divine intervention. It ensures that you act wisely and avoid pitfalls. Your spiritual senses become heightened, enabling you to distinguish between alignment and distraction, favor and deception. Decisions that once felt uncertain will now carry a sense of divine certainty, and your intuition will guide you to act in ways that accelerate your breakthrough. Discernment transforms confusion into clarity and hesitation into action. Discernment is also a protective shield. It allows you to navigate spiritual, emotional, and material realms with precision. Those who lack discernment may stumble or be deceived, but with God's guidance, you will move confidently, avoiding traps and seizing every opportunity placed before you. This gift must be nurtured. Listen to God's voice, meditate on His word, and act on insights promptly. Spiritual discernment is a powerful ally, equipping you to move with divine accuracy and purpose. When fully activated, it ensures that every step you take aligns with God's plan for the big one. When God empowers you, your presence becomes magnetic. You will notice an immediate shift in every environment you enter. Situations bend to your favor. Conversations take a new direction, and people respond differently to your words and actions. This influence is not manipulation. It is divine authority flowing through you, making the impossible attainable. Your thoughts, decisions, and even emotions now carry weight. Challenges that once seemed insurmountable dissolve before your steady faith. Doors that were locked open effortlessly, and the people you need become aligned with your purpose. Instant influence is a divine tool ensuring that every step you take in God's timing maximizes impact and minimizes resistance. This power extends beyond your personal sphere. Communities, workplaces, and relationships are affected by your presence and actions. You become a beacon of divine momentum, attracting opportunities and creating alignment in ways that were previously unimaginable. Others will begin to recognize your authority, and your spiritual footprint will grow exponentially. The key is conscious stewardship. Use this influence with humility, integrity, and focus. Every action you take now reverberates across multiple dimensions, accelerating your breakthrough and drawing more blessings into your life. Command your environment with faith, decisiveness, and God's guidance. God's power is not limited to the spiritual. It manifests tangibly in the material world. Resources, wealth, and tangible opportunities align rapidly when you are spiritually ready. Manifestation acceleration is the divine mechanism by which the universe under God's authority responds to your faith, readiness, and action. Opportunities that once took years to materialize can appear overnight. Projects that seem and focus. When you act in harmony with God, He multiplies your efforts, magnifies your steps, and opens doors where there were none. Every decision, every action, every prayer contributes to rapid manifestation in ways that surpass human understanding. To fully leverage this acceleration, you must remain vigilant, disciplined, and intentional. Align your vision with God's will. Act boldly and manage resources wisely. This is a rare season when spiritual readiness and divine orchestration meet. Miracles become the new normal. Divine intervention clears the path before you, removing hidden barriers, opposition, and challenges that have slowed your progress. God orchestrates circumstances to eliminate hindrances, ensuring your journey toward His big one is unhindered. What once appeared as delays or failures transforms into divine preparation for your breakthrough. Obstacles, both visible and invisible, begin to dissolve as God moves strategically on your behalf. Negative influences, toxic relationships, and systemic barriers fall away, leaving only the opportunities meant for your growth. The clarity you gain in this process allows you to navigate life with confidence and purpose. This clearing also strengthens your resolve. As obstacles vanish, your faith grows stronger, your vision becomes sharper, and your alignment with God's plan intensifies. You begin to move with precision, making decisions and taking actions that resonate perfectly with divine timing. To benefit fully from this clearing, embrace patience, discernment, and gratitude. Recognize God's hand in every removed barrier. Step boldly into the open path and act decisively. God is ensuring nothing stands between you and the fulfillment of His big one. Life will suddenly seem orchestrated. Events, people, and circumstances that once appeared random will align perfectly to advance your purpose. This alignment is not coincidence. It is divine design, a demonstration that God's timing is flawless and that you are now positioned for breakthrough. You may notice synchronicities, opportunities, and solutions appearing at the exact moment they are needed. Conversations you have, decisions you make, and actions you take will suddenly carry exponential significance. What seemed like chance now becomes a chain reaction of divine favor. This alignment transforms timing from your enemy to your greatest ally. Projects that stalled, relationships that struggled, and ideas that felt impossible will suddenly gain momentum. Every element of your life begins to harmonize with God's plan, creating momentum that propels you forward at unprecedented speed. Your role is to recognize and act on this alignment. Be present, focused, and responsive to God's cues. Each aligned event is a step closer to full manifestation, and your ability to seize these moments determines the magnitude of your breakthrough. God is arranging everything to ensure His big one unfolds without delay. God now awakens prophetic gifts within you, giving insight into the unseen and guidance beyond human understanding. You will experience visions, heightened intuition, and a profound ability to discern the spiritual landscape around you. These gifts are not merely for observation. They are tools to shape your destiny and influence the lives of others. Prophetic insight allows you to anticipate challenges, recognize opportunities, and act in alignment with divine purpose. Your words and actions become vehicles for revelation, steering yourself and others toward God's intended outcomes. This gift strengthens faith, instills courage, and provides clarity in the midst of uncertainty. With activation comes responsibility. Prophetic gifts must be nurtured, honed, and exercised with humility.